Good afternoon. I'm Eileen, and this is Good Enough Gardening. I am in southeastern Minnesota in Zone 5A. We used to be 4B, but we've had an upgrade, and it is a beautiful day in April, late April. This is one of the dates that was predicted as our last frost date, and there was a little bit of frost this morning. It was very beautiful out here, and I have been doing a lot of work today. I'm trying to get going on several very big projects, or they feel very big, because they're big cleanup type things that are not very fun and not very exciting. And I just need to do them and get them out of the way so that I can do more of the fun stuff. So I thought I would just show you a little bit of what I've been doing today. It was about 40 this morning, and now it's close to 70, and it's been sunny all day, so this is a good day to get some things done. One of the big things that I have but wanted to do is move this tree, this one, it's a quaking aspen, basically, and it was over here at the front of the bed, and I really didn't like how that looked, because when you came through the archway it was like right in front of you and just wasn't working for me, so I've moved it over here. So it was here, and basically as you came through this archway it was dead in front of you, and I just really didn't like that, so I've moved it back here, and now it has this pretty backdrop of the red dogwood and the yellow dogwood and the lilac back there. So that's looking nice and fresh, and I'll have to figure out what to put at the front of the bed here. Let me know if you have any suggestions. But as you can see, everything's getting very green, and it looks like the redbud is about to burst into bloom. I am so excited. This is one of my favorite things. It's always so exciting when these start opening up. And many other spring plants are making their appearance. Things are looking nice and bright green. But we are not here for a tour. The big project I've been working out today is the spring chicken coop clean out. And this is a miserable job, and it's disgusting, so I won't show you too much. But I had basically some chicken wire basically, and it just looks so messy. It was really bothering me, so I'm trying to figure out an alternative fencing. I only have 3 chickens left at this point. They're all senior chickens. 2 of them are 7 years old, 1 is 8 years old, and that's about the lifespan of a chicken. So sorry girls, but I don't want to invest too terribly much in building a whole new chicken run. So I'm trying to find something that doesn't make me want to poke my eyes out when I look at it, but is pretty easy to move and dismantle and keeps all the sparrows and everything out. So that's in progress. I still haven't figured out the solution, but I turned all of the bedding in there, so they are having a gay old time digging around and eating bugs and stuff. So that stinks horribly, because I add straw through the winter and it composts, but pretty slowly, and now's the time to start turning it. Some of it I can move around into different areas, but it smells really bad. So I'm just hoping it'll dry out soon and it won't bother my neighbors too much. And that's kind of the things I'm working on today. They're taking, of course, a lot longer than I would like, but they need to get done. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully there will be some nice weather tomorrow as well. And it's the first day of May. It's gloomy, it just rained a bit, and it's a little bit chilly still, but I thought we would just take a quick spin around the garden, kind of an abbreviated tour, so that I can compare and contrast at the end of the month, because it's going to start warming up pretty quickly, and I think everything is going to just take off. So let's have a look. I am starting out front because it's early and I want to do this before anyone starts walking by. But as you can see, the best part of this time of year is that the redbud has just started blooming. This got hit by some storms really badly last year, so I'm very happy that it's still standing and it's still blooming. And now begins the voiceover portion of the tour, because I just didn't feel like talking to myself out in the front yard where all my neighbors can see me. So here we have penstemon, which is one of my favorite perennials. That one is Husker Red. And these are alliums that I planted in the fall. I think they're really big ones, so I'm excited to see what those look like. There are 2 birch leaf spirea that I'm going to move. Over here is my Sirius Black Clematis, and that is one of my favorites. It has grown huge, so I think I may divide it this year. This is a limelight hydrangea that I cut back pretty aggressively. It had gotten pretty tall. And over here is the shame garden that I completely forget about almost all of the time, and it looks like a huge mess. But the apple trees that I transplanted here are alive and actually blossoming, so that is exciting. This is a dogwood I transplanted last year that's also looking good. And the second apple tree, Eileen, move on, girl. We get it, apple trees. But we do love an apple blossom. Very pretty, very springy. Yep, we get it. You like the apple blossoms. Okay, here we go, back out front. You can see all the catmint is filling out nicely, and it looks very pretty in the morning with the dew on it. That's probably gonna get moved though. And there is some milkweed coming up. My natives are looking good with the cranesbill behind it, and then this Moscow white lilac, which I love. That's been here. I planted that probably about 4 or 5 years ago. This is a 9 bark I planted a couple years ago. It is leafing out nicely. There are some scattered tulips, which I will probably pull out after they are finished flowering, because they're not very prolific and they're just kind of scattered here and there, and I want to get some for next spring to plant in big clumps. But the daffodils look great and they are spreading nicely along. Oh yes, my boulevard. The tree was taken down, so that whole boulevard has to be redone. That's a huge project. And over here is another catmint looking nice and full. The ones at the front here I kind of clip into balls. Oh yes, hostas are gonna have to be moved because this will now be full sun and they will be very unhappy. There's grass here that I moved, and the poppies and iris are coming in. Oh yes, more redbud. We love the redbud. Eileen, you're spending a lot of time on the redbud. Does look very pretty though. Okay, let's move on. Girl. Okay. These are my spring containers. I'm very pleased with them. I rarely do seasonal containers, and all of these pretty little spring flowers look so nice. I'm gonna have to move these Those are gonna move out front where they get more light. Spiderwort in the cracks, gotta get that up somehow. And over here, I have a big clump of spiderwort that probably needs to be divided. And on this side, have more things I need to move, like the hosta, but the daffodils look real nice, and the peonies are coming in behind them. Everything just looks so fresh. Yes, those are peonies, Eileen. Well spotted. Those need to move. I actually already pulled up that coneflower by the time I recorded this voiceover. And here is front yard at the beginning of May. Here's the front yard. Not too shabby. Well, it is shabby, but it looks nice. Let's move on to the backyard. Don't look at my shameful. However, here's added this hosta last year. Rhubarb I moved. This rhubarb's very happy. It's greening up back here. First thing is this Korean spice viburnum, which smells lovely. And the elderberry is beginning to fill out. Very pleased the generous gardener rose has come back. Sorry, my hands are shaky. And I think, oh, there it is. The clematis. I don't remember what kind this is, but they are friends still, which we love. The smoke bush is starting to leaf out. I just love the color of these leaves. This is about, been here for 4 or 5 years now. I'm so impressed with its growth. I'm sure it'll get even bigger this year. This is yellow twig dogwood that I dug up from the front. It had grown, the middle had died out. And so this is one half that had fallen over, and then the other half is over there. I will show you. But things are coming back here. I just planted a dahlia. More to follow. Trying to be better with them this year. So you can see I've already given it 5 stakes. Wow. And this is Cooper Blaine. Blaine? His name is Blaine. That's going to be a hot pink kind of orangey color. One of the, I think it's a water lily type. And this is a clematis I had growing on one of the apple trees that I moved. And it is Princess Diana. The clematis is called Princess Diana. I have not brought her back. And there's tons of bee balm coming in here. The sedum is beginning to fill out. I don't know what this one's called. It's not Autumn Joy, but it's got more of a, once it fills out, these are a little bit bigger leaves and they have a little bit more red in them. And the serviceberry is in full bloom. It's actually just going over. You can see this is a working space right now. I have a bunch of divisions I dug up to take to my sister. The peas are coming in, ow. And my winter sown seedlings are coming to life. Let's see what's in here. Oh, not that one. JK. Let's see. I know this one has a few. Yes. That one I've opened already. Larkspur and ironweed. And I'm at the point now where I'm just leaving this open because the overnight temps are high 40s and this stuff has all been hardened off. I won't go over everything, but got a lot of flower seedlings and some veggies too. Everything seems to be doing okay. I'll be out of town for the next couple days, so I'll be leaving this open just so it doesn't get too hot in there during the day. And here are the dahlias I have potted up. So most of them have started sprouting already. There's a few that have not. I'll give them a little bit more time. This is, I sowed some seeds in here which have not germinated, so I stuck a little dahlia cutting in there to see if that takes. And still working on updating the chicken area. You can see they have sort of a makeshift situation right now. This area has just, in the last week, everything has started popping up. Even just a couple days ago, the daffodils were not blooming, and these hostas are filling out. So that's all looking lovely right now. You can see back here, Empress Wu is returning. I moved her last year. Hopefully she'll be nice and big this year. The Brunnera is flowering. And this is a dogwood I moved last year that had not been doing well and looks much better. Has these really pretty leaves. And back here I have some astilbe, and then this is black snakeroot, another big hosta. This forsythia has been here a few years and it has never flowered. So I don't know if I need to move it, but if you know forsythia and can tell me what the issue is, let me know. And over here I've got more hostas. This is the lilac I moved last year. Just about to open up. So hopefully when I come back, it will be smelling lovely and it'll disguise all the chicken poop smell. Right, gals. Here we have another yellow twig dogwood. I put lots of peonies over here this year and all of those are starting to come up. And also back here I have another red bud that is also flowering and just looks incredible right now. I just love these so much. Both of these red buds are the Minnesota strain. The one out front is just a single stem. This one is a multi-stem. I really love multi-stem trees. They're kind of my preference, but Just think they look so pretty. And over here is the island bed, and this is the tree I moved. Looking pretty good. The leaves are so pretty. And I dug up some extra catmint and sedum that was back here. Oh, here's another. This is a, what do you call it? Not a tree peony. Intermediate Ito peony. This one is called Bartzella. It's a pretty yellow color. And over here, put another dahlia on the ground here. Oh, and one over here as well. Right there. And still trying to figure out this area. This is an old fire pit that my neighbor had on the curb, so I rescued that. I'm going to use it as a planter, but you can see more work area. And the other Generous Gardener rose is filling out. And on this side, whoop, oh yeah, here. Oh, look at this pretty view. So green. And on this side, I have another climbing rose. What is it called? I don't remember, but it's great. And there's another clematis climbing up it, and that is coming back to life and looking very good. Oh yeah, look at that. I like that clematis and rose are friends. And still working on filling this out. So I have sort of a ring of perennials around here, and last summer I had my big banana tree right here, but that kind of shaded everything over here. So this year when I get a banana tree, I'm going to put it right here. So as you come in, there'll be something very tropical right there, and then I will be I planted a canna back here. I will show you. Oh, look it. We have an iris already. I love these dark purple ones. This is the other half of the yellow twig dogwood I moved from out front. And then there's a canna right here. I'll probably move this hosta eventually and some more plant propagations. Well, that was just a brief look around, but just sort of wanted to document where we are at this time of year. There's definitely going to be a lot more opportunities to work outside in the next couple of weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. How's your garden doing at the beginning of May? What's blooming? What are you planting? I would love to know. Thank you for watching. I have never before asked people to like or subscribe, and I won't now, but you can if you want to. Okay, have a great day. Happy gardening.